Do you have a product to sell? Then you should have a sales page to sell it. And in this video, I'm gonna give you the steps that you need to take to create effective sales pages, as well as tell you how that you can get access to my plug and play templates to make this entire process easier. So let's do it. My name is Leslie Samuel here from becomeablogger.com, where I help people build their businesses with blogs. And when you're trying to build an online business, your sales page is very important. It's a place to send people with the hopes that some of those people will actually buy your stuff. Now, I've seen a lot of great sales pages and unfortunately, lots of terrible ones. And what I want to do is walk you through how to structure your sales pages to increase your chances of selling your stuff to more people. Now, the system I'm going to be using in this video is the new GetResponse auto funnel, because it gives you a very easy way not just to create a sales page, but also to create your entire funnel. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on a bunch of different services. You can manage everything from right inside your GetResponse account to make the magic happen. Now, if you haven't tried out this new feature as yet, use the link in the description below to give it a whirl. All right, now let me show you how to create a very effective sales page. So I'm in my GetResponse account right now in the auto funnel section, and right here you'll see I have a blogging success course funnel that I just created. So let's go ahead and go to that funnel, and now what you'll see here is that every step of the funnel is managed right here in GetResponse. Everything from this blogging ebook that I'm giving away to the landing page that I created to get people to sign up to my list in exchange for that ebook. Then you'll see I have a sequence of 3 emails that I wrote to provide value to my subscribers, as well as introduce them to my blogging course. There's also a confirmation page here with a confirmation email. This auto funnel manages just about every aspect of this process except for the payment processing. And no, I didn't have to connect any other service, which is what makes this auto funnel system so awesome. Now, the only thing that's missing right here is a sales page, and that's intentional because I want to walk you through the process in this video. So let's click right here on create a sales page. From there, I can choose from a bunch of different templates. Now, as promised in the beginning, I want to give you a template that I created to make this whole sales page writing process easier. This is one that I created exclusively for GetResponse users, and you'll see it in 2 forms. When I scroll down here, you will see somewhere along the line, there's a blogging success course one that I created. This is exactly what I would write to promote a blogging success course. So you can actually check this one out if you wanted to see how I would write what we're gonna go through today. Or you can scroll up here and look for this online success course template. Now, this version is kind of like a customizable template with prompts to guide you through writing effective copy for your sales page. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on select template, then I'll give it a name. Let's go with blogging success course, and then click on next step. Then we'll wait for this monster to do its job, and here we have it, my sales page template loaded for us to customize completely. Now, what I want to do is walk you through this template, and we're actually going to customize it together for my blogging success course. Of course, you're probably selling something completely different, but the concept is exactly the same. Follow this flow and create something that sells your stuff well. All right, so let's start with the top right here. The first thing you want to do is to call out the biggest pain point. What is the biggest pain point your potential customer is facing? In my case, with my blogging success course, that could be grow your blogging business. Are you struggling to grow your blogging business? And then I'll bring this out here so that it fits. I love that you could just simply, drag and drop everything around exactly where you want it to be. Now, by highlighting this pain right up front, you're trying to get them to answer, yes, I feel that pain. Then let's add a few more pain points. Like, for example, are you struggling to start your blog? And the fact that maybe they're struggling to get attention, or maybe they have some traffic, but struggle to make any money. Right there, I just wrote them in because the person I send to my sales page is probably struggling with all of that. I know this because I know my customer and I can highlight their pain right here from the beginning. And now it's time to show them that they are not alone. So for example, I can come here and highlight the fact that according to a blogger survey, 81% of bloggers never make $100 with their blogs. And I will put that from blogging.org. Now, we made this section so that you can insert whatever stats you have to back up their claim that they are not alone. So customize that accordingly, and then let's move on. And it's not because they aren't working hard. It's that so many of them are working hard on the wrong thing. Here's the reality. What you're doing isn't working. And if you continue down the road, you'll end up like and then let's put that end result of that stat right here. 81%. Overworked, stressed out, and nothing or very little to show for it. Now, of course, they don't want to end up like that. And for your potential customer, they don't want to end up like whatever picture you paint of what it can look like if they don't get your awesome product. Okay, let's continue. This is where you start changing gears and show them that there is hope. And also introducing yourself and why you're the perfect person to help them. Now, I'm not gonna write out my entire story here because that would take too much time. But basically what I tell them is where, I started a biology blog that got me to leave my job as a high school science and math teacher and landed me a job as a university professor in a doctoral program, which was my dream job at the time. And then I can share how I turned blogging into my business and eventually left that job to be a full-time blogger. And then that is where I am setting them up to understand why I am the right person to teach them. And then I wrap it up by saying here, now I spend my time teaching people like you how to do what I've done. And that's what and I'll call it, of course, my blogging success course is all about. Do you see what I did there? First, I pointed out the pain they know they're feeling and what could happen if they keep doing the same thing. Then I showed them that there is a better way, a way that I found and used. And I demonstrated that as a result of doing things that better way, I've achieved significant results that have helped me to avoid the issues that 81% of bloggers faced. And that sets them up to think, man, I need to learn from that guy. And that's exactly what you want. And then that goes right into the next section, which says, here's what you get access to when you join my blogging success course. Now, notice this. I didn't start talking about the product until now. It's important to set the stage first and paint a compelling case for why they should buy your product. And that's a mistake I see too many people making. They want to dive in and talk about how awesome their course or their product is. But the problem is this: nobody cares. They will care if you paint a compelling picture first. So take the time to do that. Now, this is where you want to start outlining the details of the product. Pay attention to how I have this all set up. You'll notice that in this first component, I have it as being learning oriented. The second one is oriented as being about the results. And the third is all about saving time. This is just a way to give you some prompts as to how you can lay out the content of the course or of your product on your sales page. Now, I'm not going to go through an entire course here, but I want you to pay attention to the fact that you're not focusing on features here. Instead, you are focusing on the benefits they will get from using those aspects of your courses. Now, once you've gone through all of that, you can come down here and share some testimonials. Have other people use your products and gotten great results? Share their stories right here. This is one powerful way to get people who are sitting on the fence. Once they see that other real people like them have gone through your stuff and benefited significantly from it, they'll be way more likely to hit that buy button. All right, we're almost done here. This is where you give them the option to buy. And this part is pretty simple. You change this right here to emphasize your topic. Instead, in my case, what they get is to transform their entire blogging experience, if I can type it correctly. And the cool thing is that it will automatically bring in your product information from when you first set up the auto funnel. So you don't have to even worry about setting this part up and linking it all together. It's all automatic. And lastly, I recommend having a money back guarantee. This will give some doubters a chance to try it out risk-free. There have been studies done that show that just adding a money back guarantee will increase your sales. And that's pretty much it. If you follow these steps, you will have an effective sales page that sells your stuff well. And with GetResponse auto funnels, the process is easier than ever. So if you haven't tried them out as yet, get started today by using the link in the description below. And of course, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap that bell icon to be notified whenever we post more awesome content. My name is Leslie Samuel from BecomeAblogger.com, where we're changing the world one blog at a time. You take care.